Well, ladies and gentlemen, another one bites the dust. Joe Flacco is now a member of the Cleveland Browns once again. He goes back. I think he's going to finish off his career with the Browns. They signed him to a 1-year, $4 million deal up to $13 million with incentives. His agency told ESPN. Flacco will now return to Cleveland, where he won NFL's Comeback Player of the Year award in 2023. Flacco also spoke with the Steelers and the Vikings, but opted to spend his 18th NFL season with the Browns. What does this mean for me, for you, Vikings fans in general? What does this mean? This means that obviously another veteran quarterback is off the market. We've seen a couple of them come and go, right? We've had options, and the options are kind of slimming down. Now, there's still Ryan Tannehills of the world out there. I see Drew Locks of the world. I see the Carson Wentz of the world, which Carson Wentz, to me, I know there's a lot of flack about him. Shout out my boy Too Evil, man. He's been calling for Carson Wentz for the past 3 years. It actually might come true. I think Carson Wentz is going under the radar. There isn't a ton of Vikings fans speaking on Carson Wentz, but I do believe that he is an option there. But the one option that I see being talked about that I'm just not okay with, and obviously that is Kirk Cousins, okay? Kirk Cousins and the Falcons obviously have some issues going on. Kirk Cousins wants to be the starter. The Falcons are buying into Michael Penix Jr. They're not okay with Kirk Cousins being the starter. They're making him accept the fact that he will be the backup quarterback. Now, Kirk Cousins may be okay with being a backup quarterback, but I don't know if he's okay with doing that in Atlanta. But he may be okay with doing that in Minnesota just based off of the relationship him and Kevin O'Connell have. They have more of a friendship than it is a business relationship, which is more common when you're talking about coaches and quarterbacks in the NFL, because these guys come and go. You vibe with them for a year or two, and then they go on to the next franchise, and then they build new relationships. But I think Kevin O'Connell and Kirk Cousins actually have a more of a friendship-based type relationship where there could be an agreement there. Hey, come in. You help JJ McCarthy. Now, this is something that I don't want to happen, okay? I'm more leaning towards the Ryan Tannehill. I'm more leaning towards the, Carson Wentz. I know Drew Lock, again, was a name that's being thrown out there. The Vikings definitely are going to add a veteran quarterback, so that's one thing that I don't think we have to be concerned about. I know a lot of fans were high on Joe Flacco and wanted him to be that option based off of his experience. He's won a Super Bowl, so on and so forth, right? He came in for the Browns in 2023, had a great comeback year, obviously winning the award. So I get it, but I don't think it's time to panic. First of all, this is the thing. We're sitting here having conversation about the QB2 position, all right? It's a guy that is going to be there strictly to help JJ McCarthy's career succeed, help him get up off the ground running, help him with things that he needs help with as far as in the QB room, studying film, so on and so forth. I don't think this is a situation where we're looking at it like, hey, we have to find a QB1 possibility where if JJ McCarthy isn't the guy, or if he isn't good, we need a guy that can come in and take over the team and be the future. This is strictly trying to just get a guy on your roster that's somewhat comparable, okay? Somewhat can play, somewhat has some type of evidence. And this is also a situation where maybe, just maybe, the Vikings do entertain drafting a quarterback in one of the later rounds of the draft. Maybe they trade back. I can see the scenario of the Vikings trading back from 24 and maybe going after a Will Howard in the 5th, 6th round, okay? That's something that also could be in play, but you don't want 3 quarterbacks on the roster that have no type of NFL game experience. I just don't think that's the smart thing to do. I definitely believe a veteran quarterback needs to get in here, but hey, who's next, man? Who's next? Another one bites the dust. Drop your favorite backup quarterback in the NFL that's available that you want the Vikings to entertain, go and sign. And do we need to make it happen sooner than later? We do know the reason why there hasn't been a backup added to the roster. It's based off of comp picks. We got to do it after the draft, whatever the timeline looks like there. You know, that's the news I'm getting, and that's cool. I'm with it. So in the next 3 weeks, we'll have a backup quarterback, but who is that guy? What does it look like? Drop it down in the comments. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Celebration. and I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.